Have you ever wondered why this actor or actress is so famous, successful, and in high demand? How did they learn the acting craft? What skill sets do they possess as artists? What is the cost they pay to be on top of the pinnacle? If you want to be an actor or actress but don't know how to step into this path, this video will guide you step by step to the basics of acting. While studying directing arts here in New York City, I've researched hundreds of great acting performances. In this pilot episode of the Acting Skills series, we will uncover what is acting skills. Many newbie actors or actresses are failed right from the beginning of their path. Why? Inability to focus on high-yield knowledge and skills. They believe breaking in depends on who you know more than what you do know or perform. In other words, connections are everything. More no than yes.
You know, Charlie Parker became Bird because Jones threw a symbol at his head. See what I'm saying?
90% of great acting performances don't come from talent or connections alone. Acting is a skill, and to be skilled, you must be trained day and even night. It is a continuous effort you have to apply to yourself. Particularly, this touches individuals who don't have outstanding charisma, and the robust skill set is what is left as a last tool. And if you know what you're doing and doing it well, staying neglected is nearly impossible. So, what is acting skills? To answer these questions, let's divide this two-word combination into halves.
5 for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for me.
Skill is the ability to do something well. Acting is the art of portraying a character. Therefore, we can define a great actor or actress as an individual who can quickly and efficiently portray any character at its highest possible level. What does that highest level mean? It means you can make the audience believe in your character.
Every day I wake up and I hope you're dead. Dead like if I could guarantee Henry would be okay. I'd hope you get an illness and then get hit by a car and die.
It's not whether you really cry, it's whether the audience thinks you are crying. Ingrid Bergman. Skilled, well-known actors or actresses have qualities that make your product stand out. Movie, commercial, or theatrical scene. A great actor brings money. That is why professional acting is an expensive service.
If you're good at something, never do it for free.
So, portraying a character is the goal of acting as an art. Speaking of that, what is the character?
You're sheltering enemies of the state, are you not?
Character is the actual or fictional individual who retains specific attributes and qualities that define their personality and behavior. So, personality and behavior are two aspects the director or writer uses to create a psychological portrait of the characters. Hence, there are three types of characters based on psychological portraits: positive, negative, and mixed. Entirely positive is a hero, while wholly negative is the villain. What about mixed? Mixed has qualities of both worlds.
How much do you know about Davy Jones?
Not much.
Yeah, it's gonna save Elizabeth.
More positive qualities are the protagonist. Same but vice versa is an antagonist. In the percentage ratio, it looks like that. Protagonist has 70% positive and 30% of negative personality features, while antagonist has 70% of negative and 30% of positive features. Now, you may ask me, okay, what about physical appearance? The point is this: the psychological portrait is more vital for the story than the physical one. Why? The historically proven fact is that the human exterior may not correlate with the interior. You can adopt any kind of physical design to the psychological image, and it works. You may create and play the empathic and unempathetic physical appearance of the character. But it's even more intriguing having mismatches between the character's celestial appearance and intrinsic evil essence. The same applies in the opposite direction. That is why actors or actresses work so closely with directors and writers. Why? Creators know what character they are looking for. Therefore, they guide performers to play the desired part well. Now, you may ask me, alright, but what about improvisation? Depends on the director. Speaking of Quentin Tarantino, his approach to actors is straightforward, without bargaining. The actor must bring the expected character onto the screen without improvisation, exactly how he envisioned the psychological portrait in the script. That's what happened at the pre-production stage of Inglourious Basterds. Quentin couldn't find the right candidate for Hans Landa's part. And here is what he said about it.
I realized I was writing a pretty impressive character. One of the things about the character is the fact that he's a linguistic genius. Whatever actor I cast to play this has to be as much of a linguistic genius as Landa is, or else he would never come off the page. He would be trapped on the page. An actor could do the best job they could have, they could try, but if they just didn't have that in as part of their character, it just wouldn't work. He would never be what he was on the page. So I started casting actors in Germany, and they could do the poetry in this language, but they couldn't do the poetry in that language. They could do the poetry in this language, but not in that language. And he had to be able to say the poetry in every language. And I literally had a moment where I didn't think I was going to find it. And I called the producers and said, look, if we can't find the right Landa, I'd rather just publish this script and do something else. Here's the deal. Then we just spend, this week is just Landa. And I can just tell you the day that Christoph came, walked in the room, sat down, and read 2 scenes. I remember thinking, and Lawrence was sitting right next to me, and go, we're making a movie.
So, characters are defined by personality and behavior. Let's talk about personality.
Which would be worse? To live as a monster, or to die as a good man?
Psychology is the most critical tool used to create and play the character's personality. According to research, 90% of the population can be classified into 4 basic personality types: optimistic, pessimistic, trusting, envious.
Nein, das glaube ich nicht.
Indeed, it's far more complicated. The above statement is based on the Western socio-environmental sphere. If the directors or writers follow that study, we can successfully close cinema theaters and all streaming platforms, because all content will be boring. What do creators do to build the character? And what actors should know to play that character? Here is the answer to both questions.
Say your name.
Freddie Quill.
Say it again.
Freddie Quill.
Say it again.
Freddie Quill.
Say it again.
Freddie Quill.
Might as well say it one more time just to make sure you know who you are.
In the 1960s, Isabel Briggs Myers and her mother, Catherine Briggs, described personality types based on the work of psychologist Carl Jung. But they expanded Jung ideas to the next level. They identified 4 key dimensions that could be used to classify people. Eventually, these dimensions become a base for MBTI assessment, but this story is not about it. Isabel and Catherine classified personalities into 4 groups. Each group has 2 characteristics. Let's take a look. The first group consists of introverts and extroverts. Apparently, introverts tend to be more reserved and thoughtful, while extroverts tend to be more expressive and outspoken.
It's official, old buddy. It has been.
What are you talking about? What did that guy tell you?
Told me the goddamn truth is what he told me.
Whoa, whoa.
The second group includes sensing type or intuitive-oriented individuals. Sensors consume direct information, what they see, hear, or feel.
What does that say?
Quarter note equals 215.
Count me at 215.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Jesus fucking Christ! I didn't know they allowed retards into Schaefer. Am I to understand that you cannot read tempo? Can you even fucking read music?
Intuitives concentrate on a more abstract level of thinking, theories, patterns, and explanations. This pool of individuals has creative mindsets. Third group, thinkers and feelers. Thinkers use the brain for conclusions. The way to go is if it makes sense or has a reasonable choice.
Call it.
Call it, yes. For what?
Just call it.
Well, we need to know what we're calling it for here.
You need to call it. I can't call it for you. Well, it wouldn't be fair.
I didn't put nothing up.
Yes, you did. You've been putting it up your whole life. You just didn't know it.
Thinkers are primarily egocentric than empathetic. Feelers make decisions with their hearts. They are interested in how a decision will affect someone. Feelers are more empathetic than egocentric. Fourth group, judgers and perceivers. Judgers are structured and order-oriented. Therefore, everything must be planned without last-minute cancellations. Perceivers are flexible and have no precise structure or plans. Now, by combining one subtype from each group, we get the personality type encoded in 4-letter abbreviation. Various combinations create 16 personalities or characters. And these characters have positive qualities used to build a hero or protagonist. Let's build a character with the psychological portrait. Let's say we are looking for intuitive introvert who thinks and perceives a lot. According to MBTI, this type of personality is called the architect.
A deceptively simple question, yet it is the key to understanding relativity. It is also the reason my hair is going gray.
These characters are philosophical innovators captivated by logical analysis. They are preoccupied with the ideas and research for the universal law behind everything they see.
The Constitution gives me war powers. But no one knows just exactly what those powers are.
Jeffrey Rush and Daniel Day-Lewis did a fantastic job of portraying those characters. If it's not a biopic or a hero movie, when a director or writer constructs a character in a modern cinema, they try to make it relatable to the viewer. For that, the character can be entirely positive. Instead, he or she must contain negative aspects of their personality. Why? This makes the story relatable to the viewer at some point and increases the force of attraction to the actor who makes the part look real. We understood the concept behind 16 positive character types. And by the way, I will return to this topic in a separate video. What about negative personality types? We know 12 of them, and I will uncover them for you in a part 2 of this video. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.